the U.S. Open, tied for 10th at the U.S. Open, tied for 6th at the Open Championship, and then a tie for 19th at the PGA Championship. So obviously a lot to learn from watching this swing.
Well, this is some good stuff here, Billy. I really like this golf swing a lot. He's a powerful young man. You're going to see some of the modern day components all labeled as Billy here in this young golf swing. I think he's very centered. He's got good setup, and when he takes it back, you can see a very centered spine, not a lot of movement off the ball to the right. He certainly doesn't go up and down, so he stays very level and centered to the top of the swing. I really like the width in his golf swing. It's a very big shoulder turn. There's just a lot of really good stuff here, and I think when you add all these components up, I see a swing that's really built where he's going to be a good iron player, but also a swing that's going to transition to his driver. And we've seen so many players where they're a good iron player, but they struggle with the driver because they can't manage the attack angle. And when I look at this swing, I think it's going to be one that's going to be great for his iron play all the way up to his driver.
And when you look at the golf swing, I want you to notice where this left arm is at the top of the swing. There's not too many players that can put the left arm that high in the backswing, still stay centered. That's pretty amazing because usually somebody that stays centered, you usually see the club go a little bit more to the inside, a little more rounded to where they can stay on top of the ball. It's rare that you see a player that left arm goes more up in the golf swing. But he creates the leverage there.
Yep.
And then there's just that little hesitation. The next swing I want you to watch, you can actually see the scoring lines when he's at the top of the swing.
Yeah.
The club actually pauses up there, and you're going to be able to see the scoring lines on the golf club. That, in professional golf, you get amped up. That doesn't happen very often.
Well,
you see the scoring line. To me, that's fascinating. I've never seen anyone do that.
And we've talked a lot here on this show about, some of these Asian descent players who are very deliberate with their tempo and their backswing. And here's another one. He really doesn't rush anything. You kind of get the feeling that he's just kind of accumulating the power in his backswing. And then to your point, little pause. And then from there, he just turns the gas on the downswing. I love the lines of the golf club in the facing. I love the body movement, but he ties it all together with really good tempo and rhythm, and he's got some personality in his swing too. I love the finish. Kind of got that high finish where he's, almost kind of Tom Lehman up here, and a little twirl to it like Luke Donald. So, a lot of really good components to the swing, but some personality to it as well.
Yeah, the first time I really got to look at Matsuyama was at the Open Championship where he played well, and the first thing I noticed was just how strong his legs look. And in the golf swing, everything, we work it from the ground up. We try to stay as quiet as we can. That's a very powerful movement. You can see the rotation. You can see him get into the right hip. But everything, because he is so strong in his legs, he's able to do that. And you know what? I just look at this guy, and with the finishes that Travis was mentioning in the major championships, watch out.
And with the results of those finishes, he's gone from outside 500th in the world rankings, as you saw a moment ago, to the top 30 in the span of 2 years. Expect that number to climb.